I'm Tom Hopper, and I'm an actor in various things.
You graduated from acting, it was a while ago with honours. Did you find that that sort of traditional education led to opportunities very early on, or did it really take time to break into some of the more prominent roles that you've had?
Yeah, I mean, it does take time. It takes a lot of work, really, and a lot of working in bars and jobs that you didn't expect to be doing.
A lot of hospitality in acting.
Hospitality is a good one, yeah. I mean, I graduated and like many people from drama school, you know, you do what you can in between before you start getting the jobs. And I think it's important to have that period, you know, because you become even more grateful for having the work when it comes. So, I've been incredibly lucky and fortunate to have done the jobs that I've done. You've
had quite a lot of different sort of roles in your career. I suppose one of the more prominent ones, or ones that people might be aware of, might be from Merlin as Percival.
Yes.
What was some of the more surprising elements working in that position?
Surprising. I mean, I don't know. It's Merlin. I mean, particularly that was like my first kind of long-running series. You know, I'd done a couple of bits and bobs in films and TV shows before that, but that was my first long-running thing. And I think I don't know if it was surprising, but I certainly felt very comfortable on that. And I realised that being in that kind of environment on a day-to-day basis was where I was like, you know, I found that was when I was truly happy, you know, and you know, doing the degree and stuff at drama school, it's really worthwhile when you get to be a part of a cast like that and you're part of an ensemble that goes to work every day to try and put a TV show out there that people will watch and enjoy.
It was more the people or the themes in the story, or what really made it?
For me, you know, the experience of it was very much so the people and the relationships that the storytellers wrote for us, you know, and allowed us to really kind of get into those characters. It was like a brotherhood, you know. We were like playing Knights of the Round Table, you know, and that in your head, you know, I say this a lot, but you kind of like living a little boy's dream because you always play little things like that at school, you know, playing who's going to play which knight or who's going to be which Thundercat. I was always Panthro. That's what's most enjoyable, you know, when you kind of engage in those fantasies you had as a kid, you get to act them out.
You've been a Supanova guest. I mean, this isn't the first time you've been to the convention. No. You've been to ones since 2012 all over Australia.
Yeah.
I guess, how does the Gold Coast hold up compared to some of the other places you've been?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, what's great is we're right on the coast, obviously. So that's brilliant because I'm a big fan of the sea, big fan of the beach. So I think that's obviously the biggest difference. I'm looking forward to going to Melbourne as well because we're going over there, and that's a city that I hear is great as well. But it's less touristy and less busy than like Sydney, for instance. So
Melbourne's less touristy?
Sorry, the Gold Coast.
Oh, okay.
But I think, well, actually, it's quite touristy though. There's quite a few people. But Sydney, I think, is the ultimate, isn't it? I think really for that. But no, it's great. I love it here. It's really nice. Yeah, the weather's good as well in a minute. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
What are some opportunities that you would be keen to get involved with regards to acting or maybe other opportunities?
Yeah, I mean, there's also, the thing is with this industry, there's so many different roles to play, and I'm a big fan of getting into producing at the minute. I'm producing a couple of things, and that's one side of the industry that I really am starting to enjoy, as well as actually acting, because we've produced a couple of things with my friend Owen, and he's a great producer and a really good director as well. And we did a crowdfunding project called Leopard, which is coming out in the UK later this year, and it's had a US release now. I think it will be coming out in Australia at some point. We would hope to get some kind
of... At some point would be good.
Yeah, we'd like to get some distribution here. It may come with a UK deal. Sometimes those deals come through together. But producing a project from scratch and an idea on a script, you know, just an idea in your head, and then putting it down on paper and actually making it a real thing that people can watch and enjoy and get emotions from and stuff. It's another side of the reason why I wanted to become an actor, you know, like getting something and making it and something people enjoy. To actually produce that from ground level is really enjoyable. So that's another side of the industry that I get a lot of enjoyment out of, yeah, for sure.
All right, then. Tom, thank you so much for your time.
Cool, thanks. Cheers, Alan.